smiling, that the muscles are stretched in a smile form, and it can be tricked into thinking that you actually seen something or experienced something happy,
Yeah.
and it can be a little switch. So I'm in a good mood. Today's Thursday. It's my favorite day.
It is your favorite day.
It is my favorite day. I love how every week I say which one is my least favorite and which one is favorite, but it
And
is my
that's
favorite.
okay. Yeah, that's great.
Positive reinforcement.
Are you saying
Even
Thursday's really the worst?
no, no, it just like I saw some automation failing because of environment issues. Like it seems like environment is not doing great. So it all started with like one test becoming flaky about 2 weeks ago, then two tests, then
Yep.
three tests,
Yep.
and now it's like nine
And in
tests.
this flaky environment, meaning you're getting like 500s back, or it's a
Oh,
network error
yeah,
somewhere.
it's network
Yeah.
error. So sometimes if the test, if we, so you know how we write automation, UI automation. Our UI
Yes.
automation also intercepts network calls, right?
Yes.
So if automation, I already see, I already know on which step. So sometimes I can see that the interception is failing, and I'm like, oh, okay. So the request is timing out. The automation
Yep.
is literally telling me I'm trying to get users,
I'm waiting on something.
and I'm
Yeah.
waiting, and I waited for 30 seconds, and you know what? I'm done. Like I'm not spending no more resources.
Because we told it to be done.
Exactly. So yeah, and on top of those, I see 503, 500 coming back instead of like 200s and stuff.
Yeah.
And but even if I don't see those, in a playback, right, in a
Yeah.
report, I
Yeah.
can see how like the line just goes, and and
Yeah.
it times out because it was waiting for a header or something. So that's sad.
So
Positive reinforcement. Today's gonna be a good day.
so in this, right? So this is a fun thing with test automation, right? You check the results and you ask like, is it an application logic issue? Like typically a test will not time out but fail appropriately, right? If it's like this thing should be visible or it's not visible, or
Yeah.
maybe it's a different value than what you're asserting on.
Yep.
But with these, it's a little more nuanced in that is it the application that's actually bad, or maybe it's a QA environment that's under resourced, or maybe a load balancer is flaky, or maybe there's two servers and one server's working and the other one's not behind a load balancer. Like there's all sorts of like interesting things to dig into. And I think
Yeah.
what's important is like if you have the keys to the castle to go explore those things, like you're in a really good spot. But if you don't have those keys, you have to make requests. And
Yeah.
that slows things down.
Or maybe you don't want to have keys. And you, like me, I don't want to have keys. I don't want to go and see load balancer. I did it a few years ago. I'm done with it. Thank you very much. I can,
So
if
you
needed.
can and you
I can.
would.
I don't
Yeah.
want it. I don't want it
Okay.
because there are people who are responsible for this. So what I tried to do, you know what happened? That's interesting how when you bring something like this and you can see how people don't want to work and they start telling you that it's your automation.
You're saying you're pointing the finger back. You're doing what you don't like, Sergey.
And I'm like, wait a second, how is it possible? So the good thing is, I, I told you that I love to argue with people. I love to make hot takes and then, argue to the point of like when somebody wins. And I'm okay sometimes to lose. I can. I'm a sour loser, but I'm okay. I'm gonna be fine because I'm gonna learn something. So what happens is when I make a statement, when I go to, for example, a DevOps or a QA manager, and I say, listen, environment is not doing great.
Yeah.
You gotta do something about it. I'm not just saying it because like I had automation failing for 2 days. I have months of reports in the channel saved, which will prove that for the last 2 months, actually more, way more, probably 3 or 4 months, it had been doing great until 2 weeks. And then
Yes.
you can literally see how it was fail, next
Yep.
day pass, fail, fail, pass, pass, fail, pass, fail, pass, fail, fail, pass. You know?
Is that the song you're singing?
I don't know. I'm just making up a song.
When
But
when I joined, Sergey was singing.
no, I
We
was I was singing
you
something
were, you were.
else. But so yeah, so it's definitely not automation. It's not me, it's you. You know? It's definitely because there is no way you can really make me believe that all of a sudden my automation runs to something with faster or something. No,
I
no.
mean, and that's the key, right? Automation, test out good test automation is it's a change detector. What changed? Is it something in the app? Is it something in the environment? Like the app, very easy to detect. Something in the environment, like there, there's a smoking gun, but it's not like it's a smoking gun that's like cooled down. It's been like thrown in the river, right? You got to go do some investigation, go
Yeah.
find this thing, and yeah,
But also the cool thing is, so there was a QA person who was working on the repo as well, and when I was writing my UI tests, I had to do a custom timeout for the test for about 60, maybe 70 seconds, just because of no, for the tester timeout, not
the
for the
the
expect.
the whole test,
The whole
not a
test.
specific
Yeah, yeah,
action.
yeah.
Cool.
Because it was like a massive user flow. It's like just a questionnaire, and there is no way you can. I mean, there is a way to bypass it, but anyway, like you want to test like
You wanted
clicking
to
and
do it like a user
going
because
because now
that's
it's paying off. So what I did, I remember there was a test, the last one, which is so massive because it just so many clicks and there's so many decision trees and so many like you click one and you have to click five more and then five more and then five more and only then you move on the next question.
Yep.
So I put the timeout for 90 seconds and then I review code for that developer for, I mean, QA developer, yeah.
Yeah.
And I see that they set timeouts for their test for 90 seconds. And I was like, what are you doing? And he replied that, like, just in case. And back
Ooh,
then I
that's
told,
that's not the right answer.
just in
But
case,
yes.
well, it's basically like imitating,
Yeah.
like, but I back then told him, do not do this because when environment gets slower, we will miss it until it gets to the point that it's already 90 seconds for the test for the flow, which should take 40.
Yep. Yeah.
So now those are failing. Those which he wanted to do 90, they might not be failing now. They might. I would still need to wait for 2 or 3 more weeks when environment is already on fire. I mean, it is already, but it would be like fire and
Yeah.
gasoline and stuff.
Yeah.
So, which proved, which again proved my strategy that every time out should be very well thought. And again, I'm training now a new person, and the first PR is a set like a custom timeout for 5 seconds, and I'm like, why? Well, we'll wait for this, and I'm like, no, that's we're not doing it. So every time out, and I told him that every time out, every click options delay 500 milliseconds should have a comment and explanation why.
Why? Yeah.
Because there are, and I gave him my example of a calendar picker. Unfortunately, with the environment we're working on right now, I have to have a delay on certain steps on a calendar picker, especially when we're going back
Yep.
to 2000s, early 2000s. So, but there is a reason
It's
why.
either that or you can press sequentially the date in the input box. We
Well-
want to use it like the user, right? I mean,
Yeah,
most
I
people
wanna-
aren't going to type it in. They're going to go click it.
Yeah,
click.
you're gonna type maybe. Sometimes I did type yesterday, by the way. I did
Yeah.
type. I was like, I'm not going into 1988. I was like, just typed it, but the user usually is gonna type. So yeah, and but yeah, timeouts are okay. I'm okay with timeouts. Set
Timeouts
timeouts.
are your overriding timeouts. Or would you say timeouts are one of your favorite things in test automation?
No, there are beautiful. There are more elegant things than timeouts. But what I'm saying is, I'm okay seeing timeout. I'm okay if there is a solid reason behind it, and it
All
can
right.
be. It can be.
Yeah, 100% there can be. And some areas where you work, sometimes you need to override the default timeout by a lot, by like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
depending on the type of test, the system you're working with. But I think what you said is key, right? Anytime you change a timeout, there should be a reason, and it should
Hmm.
be documented so it's
Yeah.
clear. So when someone else sees it, they know why you made that decision. And some advice I gave like a team recently was make sure that your default timeouts are as low as possible. So it's very easy to just say like, let me set the default timeout to 120 seconds in the config.
Hmm.
That's 2 minutes, and it's
Yeah.
like if one test fails, that's like maybe a minute and a half feedback loop if it took 30 seconds for it to fail.
Yeah.
If 10 tests fail, like we're talking like your pipeline's going to time out before like you get the test results, which that was another thing that we ran into. We had tests that were timing out because they actually did have longer timeouts,
Hmm.
and the pipeline 60 minutes, but like every test was failing except for the first one. And we didn't get notified about it in Slack because the timeout ended before and basically the Slack command to say pass or failed didn't
Yeah.
run.
It was outside of the time limit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a fix coming in for that. I mean, the
Okay.
key is don't put your set timeout in your pipeline at the top level. Put it within the test block itself. So if that test block times out, it will keep going to the other blocks.
Mm.
That was a quick learning for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since it's favorite Thursday, right? I just want to say my favorite thing is comments.
Comments in code,
Yeah.
but not too many.
No, not too many. Don't make me like no, no, no. So comments, it's just a compliment that I feel like a majority of the code should be readable by amazing naming, use an amazing naming convention, and and comments go into place when I read and I understand and I'm like, wait, why are we doing it? And this
And
is
then it's like, oh, that's
here's
why.
the comment
That makes
explaining
sense.
why.
So when
So
it's
yeah,
not obvious, that's what I hear you. Comments when things aren't obvious or you need to explain the why.
yeah, because
Why
I
did you do this crazy thing? Oh, that's why.
right, right, yeah.
Nice.
Because when I read automation, I should not be running it to like understand what's going on, especially if I'm familiar with the application. So I
Yeah.
kind of should know what steps you're making. But if I'm confused, like, wait, what? Why did we go this route? Then there should be a beautiful comment.
All right, I'm going to one up you. My favorite thing,
Yeah.
as of like 3 years ago, is JS Doc,
Oh,
which is documentation on your functions. So I can just start typing and
Yeah.
have a description inline, and it's beautiful. So,
yes, 100%.
all
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Today, I'm working a little bit on client work. I'm going to be doing some trainings and stuff. We're
Okay.
doing fun things. I mean, some of the things we talked about, we're fixing. So
Okay, that's good. I am gonna just ping everybody that your environment is dead.
you're going to be the bad news.
Oh, come
the
on
bearer
now.
of
Where
bad
is
news.
that?
The bearer of bad news.
Oh, here we go. That worked. But, it is what it is. Have a nice day.